This is the frontalis muscle, this is the temporalis muscle, and the occipitalis muscle is supposed to be at the back. And this is the epicranial epineurosis. Okay. This is the orbicularis oculi. This is the orbital part, and the palpebral part is from inside. This is the levator labii superioris, and you have one over here as well. This one. This over here, you're supposed to have the levator superior. And this is the zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major. Over here, this is the zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major. This is the risorius. Inside you have the buccinator muscle. This is the masseter muscle. This is the parotid gland, and you're going to have the parotid duct over here as well. Over here, this is the orbicularis oris. You have the depressor labii inferioris, and this is the depressor anguli oris, depressor anguli oris, inferioris, depressor anguli inferioris. Over here you have the mentalis muscle, and over here you have the mental nerve. Okay. Now, this is the subclavian vein. This is the common carotid artery. From over here, this is the common carotid. This is the internal carotid artery, and this is the external carotid artery. This is the superficial temporal artery. The maxillary artery is inside. This is the maxillary artery. And over here, you have the posterior auricle artery. This and this one and this one. Posterior auricle artery. And this is the facial artery. This one, all of this is the facial artery. Now, this is the temporal nerve. This is the zygomatic nerve. This is the buccinator nerve. This is the marginal mandibular nerve. And this is the cervical nerve. Now, these are the cutaneous branches of the cervical plexus, and these are the branches of the brachial plexus. Well, this is the external jugular vein. Okay. This is the hyoid bone, and this is the anterior triangle of the neck. This is the posterior triangle of the neck. The anterior and the posterior are separated by the sternocleidomastoid. Now, you have the posterior belly of the digastric, and you have the anterior belly of the digastric. This is the submental triangle. This is the submandibular triangle. This is the carotid triangle, and this is the muscular triangle. Now, you have the superior belly of the omohyoid, and you have the inferior belly of the omohyoid. The inferior belly of the omohyoid separates it into two parts. You have the occipital triangle, and you have the supraclavicular triangle. Now, over here, you have the thyroid cartilage, you have the thyroid gland, and you have the trachea. Okay, now, if we move posteriorly, we're going to have the trapezius. If you remove the trapezius, we're going to have four muscles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first one, and from over here as well, you're going to have the small dark part as 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, starting from 1, you're going to have the semispinalis capitis, you have the splenius capitis, you have the levator scapulae, and you have the scalenus medius. Now, you have, this is the scalenus anterior, and this is the scalenus posterior. From the other side, you have the same thing, semispinalis capitis, the splenius capitis, the levator scapula, and the scalene medius. Okay. Over here, you will have the superior sagittal venous sinus, this one and this one. This is going to be the sulcus for the transverse venous sinus. This is the transverse venous sinus. From the jugular foramen, you will have the sigmoid venous sinus, and from this is the sigmoid venous sinus, and from the petrous part of the temporal bone, you will have the the superior petrosal sinus.